I have to check you in. So you need to at least let me know that.
Check me into what? I'm just coming to inquire about why they keep using my common law trademark.
Okay, all I'm trying to say is I'm going to bring you in here so that way you can talk to the judge about that, okay? All right?
I'm making sure I bring my audience too.
You're doing what?
My audience.
Your audience, you're not using a cell phone inside the court.
I'm not going to use it.
Period.
I'm not going to use it.
Okay, so I don't understand what you're saying to me then. Okay, hear me out. This is my courtroom. We're not going to have an issue in there. Because if we do, then you know what? We're going to canvass right now.
Okay, what would you consider an issue? Don't I have the right to have a phone?
Not in the courtroom, you don't. Inside the courtroom, there's nothing. There's no phone, there's no nothing. There's no recordings, there's no anything.
But y'all record.
Pardon me?
But y'all record.
Right.
Yeah,
so because I record, you can request that all day long. You and your
Why do I have to request? Why would I have to request?
You tell me.
Because what's good for you should be good for me. So if you can record, then why can't I record? Why can you have possession of a record?
I'm not going to do this with you. I will not have this conversation with you.
I'm asking a question.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to get irate because I'm not getting irate. I'm not getting irate with you.
Because you know what? Let me explain something to you. I'm not going to have a trial with you right here and right now on why the courts and the judge says what the judge does. Okay, that is the judge's decision to make that why this is you can this that. If you have a question about that, ask her.
But I'm asking
I only came over here to say I will get you in here in just a minute, and you chose to not even speak.
I'm speaking now, though. If I chose not to speak, I wouldn't speak at all.
It took everything. You
I didn't take anything.
Okay,
everything. Right. You didn't even do anything. So that's everything.
Here's what's going to happen.
I don't understand why you're getting irate with me for me asking questions. That's the energy you throw out.
Everybody know that you're here. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let them know that you're here. They would want to talk to you, and we could go from there. That's fine.
They could talk to me in here.
Who?
Because this is okay.
You asked for a jury trial.
I didn't. No, I did not. He signed that. I didn't sign that paperwork.
That's exactly where we're at right
now. Yeah, I did not ask for anything.
Then you need to go talk to the
I'm just coming to acquire.
If that is the case, because you got 50 million people over there, you know what? For a jury trial, if that's the case, the prosecutor, I'll bring her back over here.
Because I didn't request anything, so I don't know who told you that.
If that's the case, I'm going to bring her over here, and you guys can talk about that. Because you need to do that then.
But don't get up.
You're about to. I'm not upset about anything.
Because I have no beef with you.
It's not. Me what I should and should not be doing. Why you should and should not.
I just asked a question. I said if they can record, I don't understand why I can't record.
I'm going to bring the prosecutor over here, and you need to then work it out with her, okay? Because you're about to jury trial. I'm just telling you.
It says jury trial set.
It's set right now. You got all these people waiting on you.
But you can have an audience, but I can't. Who's all these people?
You could bring on anybody witness or anything you want, not your phone. Your phone is not a witness. Sorry. People have
I didn't say witness. I didn't say witness. Those people don't even know me. They're not witnesses. They're the jury. They're a jury. They're not witnesses.
Who?
You said there's people here.
Yes, for a jury trial.
I don't know those people, so they're your audience. I have an audience too.
Then you should brought the people you know.
I have an audience too. If they can have an audience, why can't I bring an audience? Right here.
Okay, bring your phone in. Bring your phone in, then I'm going to hold you in contempt of court.
But why are you
contempt of court? That better be on. You bring your phone in, and you have it on, and you do what I said with your
first of all, why are you yelling at me?
I'm telling you that
there is no need for you to even raise your voice at me.
I'm telling you
because I'm not raising my voice at you.
Fine.
You do unto those as you want them to do unto you.
We're not arguing. You are just.
Now, if I start yelling, then I'll be the one you will kidnap.
We're done. Okay, I'm sending the prosecutor out. You need to try to talk to her and see what y'all can work out. Okay?
It's like you're upset with me for nothing. You don't even know. You don't even know me. You just got your blood pressure up for no reason. What games am I playing?
The phone game.
I said what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you can have an audience, why can't I have an audience? Yeah, I am.
So was everybody else cut?
tell y'all I'm not going to do much talking. If y'all got any tips, put it in the chat. Because what's not fair is you said there's a jury in there, right? First of all, they're not of my peers. First of all, I told him I wish not to contract with him, period. That I came in to see why they were using my common law trademark on emails, on letters. My name is common law trademark. And I came in to acquire. I'm being kind. And he's upset for what? You're yelling, got your blood pressure up. You don't even know me. I've done nothing to you. So you're allowed to record. You're allowed to bring an audience, but I'm allowed to bring nothing. If they have their jury, I want my jury. I mean, I didn't get to pick no jury. I don't even know why I'm in a jury. I'm only here to acquire or inquire on why they keep using my name on things when it's copy law trademark. Or common law, sorry. I guess I'm going to try for expired registration on my car. A citation. I'm going to trial for a citation. for a citation. And they're upset. Like, what are you angry for? I mean, you act like I unalived your family or something, and like you have that much anger over a expired citation or a registration. It's my vehicle. They did not help me pay for my vehicle. Why should I tell you what I got? That is none of your business.
Hello, how are you? I got 6 lovely ones. Yes, this is the only remand. Lori's waiting.
I was always taught what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So if you're allowed to have an audience, then I want an audience.
The other one that needed to be signed, so you already have all the papers.
And I choose, it's not my fault my audience is on my phone. TikTok.
And these are all dismissed ones. So these 5 completed. Or these 4.
If you can record, I can record.
All these are.
I should be able to get a recording, or if you're going to be the one recording, I should be able to get a copy of the recording after this, because it's not fair that you can have it and I can't. And
No, I have off because I work 2 hours.
they're coming back.
Yeah, it's not nice when you do 12-hour days. My hour drive home and my hour drive back here is 12 hours. And then, yeah. Thank you too. You too.
I mean, like I was always told, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. You coming in here being angry, upset with me, and I've done nothing to you. I've not raised my voice at you, called you any names, and y'all know how I can get. I've been nothing but kind to you, and you're coming in here so aggressive. I feel threatened. I feel like my life is, my safety's at risk. You're upset over nothing. I feel like my safety is at risk. They're over there yelling at me over nothing. That's hostile. That's hostile, and I'm just asking you a question. I mean, fair is fair. If this is supposed to be about equality, I don't feel any equality here. I feel like you are you're giving me slave master actions. Do what we say or we're gonna punish you. Over an expired registration? Dang. If you get treated like you might go out, go commit a crime. If I'm gonna get treated the same way as somebody who actually commits a crime, you're yelling at me, being hostile at me, and I've done nothing to you. There's no physical harm done to you. Your property's not harmed. I've done nothing to you. And now you want me to step into a room where other people are in there and you're yelling at me. I might get beat up. I don't know what might happen. You want me to go into a room I've never been in before with a bunch of hostile people and I'm by myself? I feel threatened. And you're talking about basically kidnapping me over a expired registration. Hold on. You're just going to see I'm not going to put it on nobody's face because I don't want to invade anybody's privacy, but I'll turn it on for a minute. This is crazy. I mean, the cop is yelling at me. They got weapons. I don't have weapons. He's yelling at me. You want me to step into a room where people I don't know are in there? And it might put me at harm. Y'all could jump me for all I know when I get in there. And from what we were taught about how y'all treated my ancestors, and you want me to go to step in a room full of not of my peers? A room that I've never been in before. I mean, is this how the justice system works? I'm only here to inquire about why you are using my common law trademark on my emails and letters. I ask y'all to cease and desist. Or I will have to take lawful action. Most of the people in this building, according to history, have done wrong to my people. And you want me to step into an empty room when I just had a person that has a weapon, and then you're telling me there's other people in there that I do not know, and I'm getting hostility for an expired registration on my Expired registration. This is crazy. I've actually done, I guess you could say, harmed someone back in the past when I had to be on probation, like for doing what I did to get on probation, which is nothing violent, FYI, y'all. And I got treated better than this. They weren't yelling at me. Maybe it's that summer sun got people angry. I know I used to get angry being in the sun, even though he's been in the building all day. This is a citation. This is a citation. I just worked all night last night. Get up this morning. At least I was able to take a nap this time. Last time I wasn't even able to take a nap. They put not only me at harm having to drive down here to go to court after working 12 hours overnight the last time. You put other people in harm's way. To me, y'all are the ones that's harming people. That's the angry one. They want me to step into a room after I have a man with a weapon yelling at me over a citation. You want me to step in a room full of people I don't know after the history that your people have with my people? That's crazy. Like what kind of facility is this? This is like on some mobster type stuff. Is this like supposed to be the new age slave market or something? Like, well, what's going on here? And everyone that's working here is complacent with these actions. You're just at fault as they are. I got somebody yelling at me, a 44-year-old woman, yelling at me over a expired registration. I know y'all parents taught y'all better than this. I didn't come in here yelling at anyone. I haven't gotten ugly with anyone. And you expect me to walk into a room full of strangers that probably are not my peers and calling them a jury with a man that was yelling at me that has a weapon? It's crazy, man. Is this what the world's come to, or is this what it's always been? Or this is what it's been since they arrived? I don't need that. This is my family's land. This is a crime what y'all are doing. This is unlawful. I'm not scared. Right is right and wrong is wrong. This is a citation. What y'all call a citation. At best nothing. This is my people were the first people on this land. I don't care how many times you reclassify us.
Reynolds, would you like to come have a seat in here for me?
Look, after you yelled at me, no, I feel threatened after the history that y'all taught us in school about people that look like you, and you want me to step into a room full of people I don't know, which will not be my peers. You want me to step into a room with them?
Okay.
After you came in here and yelled at me and I asked you repeatedly to calm down, we have no beef, and you steady yelling at me? But you want me to walk in a room that I've never been to before? It's crazy. And then me, I mean, you're a man. You're bigger, stronger than me.
Are you going in?
Do you not understand where I'm coming from?
I'm just asking a question.
I'm asking you a question.
What's that?
Would you go in after somebody just yelled at you? And
we're get to see the judge.
I can see the judge in here. I can see the judge somewhere else. And who's this judge?
But seeing the judge in the courtroom.
After you want me to step into a room that you just told me there's people I don't know in there. After you just sat here, you already been hostile with me from the jump. If this is
Because you won't.
Because of what?
Okay.
You've been hostile with me from the jump.
Ma'am, are you going in?
You're supposed to put your best face forward, and the face that I got so far in this whole process is not a good one.
So, are you going inside the courtroom or not?
After what you have done to me, would you do that? You yelled at me for nothing. I don't even know you.
Are you going to go inside?
I don't even know you.
That's the question.
I fear for my life.
Okay.
You got a weapon. You have a weapon, and you're yelling at me over nothing. I've done nothing to you.
No, you know what? I'm trying to give you the rules that are necessary in here, and you're arguing them. So we're trying to get.
But you were yelling at me. You could have gave me the rules without being hostile.
Sorry for yelling at you then.
So I don't feel safe.
Okay. So
I don't feel safe. You want me to step into a room I've never been into with people in there? After this is one of their representatives.
Is it a yes or no?
This is one of their representatives, and you want me to step into a room full of people I don't know?
Okay. So, are you coming into the courtroom or are you not?
I said what I said.
Then it's a yes or no, though.
No, that's for you. I said what I said.
Okay.
Because maybe if you didn't, but you are hostile and you want me. After the history that y'all taught us of what has been done, and me being a woman, and you want me to step in, it could be a room full of men, anything could happen. After you just sat here and yelled at me, and you have a weapon on you, I don't know what's going to happen if I step in that room.
Nobody's using.
I don't know. That's what you say. Okay. You should even came here yelling at me.
Ask you one more time.
And I asked you repeatedly, why are you yelling at me?
Hear me out. Are you
I don't feel safe. You can't answer for me, because I do have a voice,
Then speak.
but you can't tell me what to say either. That's
No, I'm not telling you what to say.
trying to colonize my words.
No, nobody's asking that. I'm asking you whether or not you are going to step inside the courtroom. Then.
Well,
Answer for yourself. I'm not answering for you. You answer for yourself.
In due time, I will answer. But you're not going to colonize the length of time it takes for me to give you an answer because you sat here and yelled at me, and I even gave you the opportunity to calm down.
Sure.
I even gave you, because I asked you, well, why are you yelling at me? I've done nothing to you,
Okay.
And you continue to keep. So if you're a representative of them, so that means
a separate issue.
So no. If you're you're in the capacity of a representative of these people. You came out here, spoke to me on behalf of them. Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Because am I wrong? Because you're supposed to be.
Are you coming into court?
I'm asking.
Okay. Here's the thing. I need an answer because you're holding the judge up. Yes or no?
Holding the judge up. I came down here and inquire on why y'all are using my common law trademark, and I get mistreated. Holding him up. He invited me here. He invited me here. Where you said me. Where you can't. You can't.
Then I'm going to have to say you're saying no.
You can't say what I can speak.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much.
I can speak. And you want me to go in there after you being a man yelling at a woman for no reason? I know your mother taught you to do unto those as you want them to do unto you. I gave you opportunities. I gave you opportunity
to speak to me and actually.
And I wasn't yelling at you, and I was not yelling. I was not yelling at you.
With the cell phone law, the rules that
law. It's a law.
It's hers.
This is her court?
It is her court.
I thought this is a public.
When she's on the bench, she makes.
Who is she? I didn't even met her.
Well, that's the point of having a jury trial.
She can come out here and introduce herself. A jury trial.
That's not how she does.
So how do we know what my peers are? Because isn't it supposed to be a jury of my peers?
Why did you bring them?
Huh? I am bringing them right here.
That's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
They come in here.
No, they will come in here. When I come in here,
posting everything on TikTok is not what it is.
When I come in here, I'm not posting nothing. It's live. So look, these people are here.
I'm sure.
They're here.
I got you.
They're here.
Gotcha.
It's live.
Sure.
They're seeing you now.
You know what? All I said to you is that you can't.
No, you didn't say it to me.
No,
You've been on live since I've been in here.
Good. Okay.
So, and this is my jury. My peers are here.
Okay. Are you coming into the courtroom or not?
Like I said,
are you coming into the courtroom?
Made me. Oh, no, I'm not going to say you made me feel. I feel.
Okay. Are you coming into the courtroom or not?
Why would I step into a room with a man with a gun after he sat here and yelled at me for no reason? For no reason. You have shown hostility. And why would I do that? And I gave you opportunity to calm down. I'm asking you, sir, can you play why you yelling at me? And you continue to keep the same tone. You can and aggression with me over nothing I've done to you.
I didn't say nothing. I asked you to comply with the rules of the court, and that's all I've asked you to do. I've asked you to comply.
Rules of the court.
That's all I've said to you. Comply with the rules of the court. And you're choosing not to. You didn't want to speak to the prosecutor. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Who said I didn't want to speak to the prosecutor?
Hear me. So I asked you to speak to the prosecutor. I asked you to
I didn't say nothing. I didn't
identify yourself so I know who I'm talking to. And you choose not to do any of those three. You chose that. Not me. You chose that. For that reason, then there's nothing I can do. Okay, I will tell you.
First of all, he asked me. You want me to go in there go ahead. You have a gun and the history that your people have with my people, and you want me as a woman to step in the room with the man that has shown aggression and hostility with me? Like, really? Really? I fear for my life. And he was in here trying to tell me what to do with some rules. And you invited me here. Is this how a person treats a guest? You invited me here. Because I did not ask to be here.
Okay, so the judge, speaking to the judge, she said that if you're not going to come into the courtroom.
Yeah, I felt, and the judge needs to first come introduce herself to me. Y'all invited me here.
The judge doesn't come out.
No, she shouldn't. She needs to, because you have been hostile. She needs to show me that she's not a hostile person. You, for the history. So is there anybody that look like me? Is there anybody that look like me in there? Is there any of my peers in there? Is there any of my peers in there? You want me to step in a room full of people that have done harm to my people in the past, when you have shown nothing but hostility with me?
Okay, good.
Yeah, his body cam's on. They're allowed to have video, but I can't have video. They're allowed to have people in there, but I'm not allowed to have people in there. My people just happen to be on TikTok Live. If a judge can sit here and when at a court in jail, and she could be on the TV and do court on the TV, why can't my peers be on the TV on my phone? This seems very one-sided here. And then he's over here putting words in my mouth and told me he gonna answer for me. First of all, he ain't my man. He's not my dad. He's no kin of mine. He has shown himself to be a foe opposed to a friend. And you want me to walk into a room full of people I don't know that are probably like him, his peers, over a inspired registration. You invited me here. I came down here to see and to inquire on why y'all are continuously using my common law trademark on pieces of mail. So now you're using the mail system and email. I'm inquiring and I'm getting yelled at. I'm getting threatened.
Good afternoon, Ms. Reynolds. The judge wants to see you real quick. If you're comfortable with
I know.
stand by the doorway. You just stand by the doorway.
Why do I gotta move? What is she, God? Is this God in here?
So everybody goes through the same treatment, just how the procedure.
Everybody goes through the same treatment. I'm not everybody though. I'm not everybody though.
Okay, I'll ask you one more time. Do you just want to stand right there by the doorway?
Wait, they said somebody else. I felt he was hostile with me.
I understand that, but I'm
You don't.
The judge is requesting.
You don't. You need to overstand it. You need to overstand it. I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand it, because he came here. He came in here and yelled at me.
Okay.
And I asked him, "Why are you continuously yelling at me? I've done nothing to you. I don't even know you."
So do you want to stand by the doorway so the judge can talk to you?
See, you don't care about what I say. Me being in an environment.
Yes or no?
I'm invited here and I'm inquiring and coming to this environment and y'all sitting here treating me like I've done something wrong. This is not how you treat.
You got a citation. That's all it is.
If that's all that it is, then what does that mean? Because you need to tell yourselves that. Y'all making a big deal of just a citation. Somebody give me the etymology of citation and put it in the chat, please. Or the legal definition. Or no, lawful. I need the lawful definition. And then now you want me to get up and I can stand at the door. You invited me here. This is not how my mother taught me. When you invite someone, and if this is your home or whatever, you don't make them come see me. I'm God. Like, are you serious? And you want me to step into a room full of people I don't know. I know my blood pressure's up. And like you said, it's just a citation. Then why am I getting treated like this? Why am I being threatened for just a citation? I am not black. I am not no African American. I am the original people of this land here. Do you not understand that? Or understand and overstand? That's what y'all need to do. Overstand that. Y'all come to my house. I'm not a person or an individual. I feel threatened. And I feel I am being threatened. It's already bad enough that we're forced to pay money to people that don't even, to entities, de facto entities, corporations, for them to go give it to somebody else. That's theft. That's not theft. That's like fraud, or it's not. I know it's not lawful. I do know that much. Ukraine getting our money. Africa getting the money. I know y'all need a check, but dang, when does morality come into play? Money don't even have a value anyway. Now, with my ancestors, it did 1933. This is just a citation. Then I want to leave. I'm going to leave. And I need y'all to, and this is the warning, I need y'all to stop using my common law trademark, which is Kenya Nicole Reynolds and Kenya Reynolds. Stop using it. Y'all are using the post office as a means of harassment and breaking laws. Okay. And then what, you send somebody a little bit browner in, and I'm supposed to fall for that? Aren't they like brothers in blue? I came here to inquire on why they were using my common law trademark. I was giving them a courtesy to come in on my own and tell them cease and desist. And then you bring someone in that's a little bit my shade, my color, my shade, my hue, but he's not my peer. He's not my people. And you think I'm gonna fall for it and follow him into a room full of people that have been hostile with me, or not in a room full of people, with a de facto corporation, an entity. Wow. For real, wow.
Just wait on the bring that by the door.
Like this is crazy. And then they're getting upset with me because like would you go into a room with people you don't, or sorry, go into a room with a de facto corporation,
I am trying to figure out what I need to do with this ticket.
an entity?
Thank you.
You can have your peers, you can have your jury of peers. My jury of peers are on TikTok.
Okay. I was kind of confused about, the driver safety course versus the deferred deposition.
But why would I ask them if I'm being detained if they have no right to detain me? This is not lawful.
Okay.
I'm being kind by seeing what the hostility is, but I do feel like I'm being threatened. Maybe I should just leave, because like, who sits here and stays in a place where they are trying to hurt you?
Stay back in your room.
I don't. This is not my room. I don't live here.
You need to stay right there.
I don't have to do anything. Why do I? What? Y'all sat here and yelled at me. I'm threatening. I'm supposed to stay in the room. No, he did. So you want me to stay in a room in a place where somebody has sat here and yelled at me for no reason?
You need to wait right here.
I don't need to do anything but breathe. Yeah, you do that all you want, but you want me to sit in a room in a place where I feel threatened. I don't feel threatened. I have been threatened. Are you kidding me?
And I didn't know if he needed to come in or if I could just take care of it.
That's crazy. I'm removing myself from a situation that y'all caused. Y'all caused me to feel this way. Y'all caused me to feel this way.
Ma'am, I need you to sit back in this room.
Y'all caused me to feel this
You're
way.
contaminating the jury pool.
What jury
Because
pool?
they're listening to all of your
What jury
conversation.
pool? What jury pool?
There's 29 people sitting in that room waiting to be your
But who's
jury.
these people? My juries are my peers.
They are your peers.
No, I don't know them people.
What's the definition of a peer?
Not them. And I don't go by definition.
Go sit in the room.
You want etymology? Or do you want legalese? I mean, like, what are you talking about? This is for a citation. And you got a group of people in here. You want me to step in a room full of people I don't know. You can have a jury, but I can't because these are not my peers.
The trailer was unregistered.
A peer is these are not my peers. And after you have been hostile with me but you are with them. Y'all are the same entity, the same corporation. I came down here to be kind and ask y'all to stop using my common law trademark on pieces of mail.
If I'm reading this right, it looks like the truck registration is good until 9/24.
I'm asking you nicely, ma'am, to please go back and sit in that room.
Okay.
Why would I do that?
Until the judge comes out.
I'm looking at people that in the history that we were taught in school have done nothing good for my people.
Have I done anything to you?
You haven't, but you with him. That's your homeboy.
He's an officer of the court.
The court.
Yes, ma'am, you're in court. Because
What's
you've been
definition of court?
summoned to court for a trial.
Summons to court for a trial.
Yes, ma'am,
For-
because you didn't pay your ticket, or you.
Because I paid. So
or you
wow.
requested a trial.
I didn't request a trial. The judge signed that. I did not sign anything. I didn't sign that. He forged something on that piece of paper. He did. Refused to sign because she said she's sleepy. They need to come up in here. Because that's who signed. Not me. I didn't ask for none of this. You want me to stay in a place where I'm being threatened? It's crazy. They take our money and give it to other people. This is crazy. And I need go get me something to drink after this and stress me out. And I'm not getting back in my car with her registration being expired. Then they'll put me over and take me to jail or something, or take my car or something. So I'm walking to the store and I'm gonna give it some time and then I'll leave. But I'm not getting in that car right now with them probably watching so they can take me to jail or something. Sorry. Oh, no, I'm gonna get it. I'll get it. I just didn't want to be all in your way. Thank you. Y'all gonna have to hold on. I gotta pay for this ice. A cup of ice. No, I appeared. They can't do that.
Only cup of ice?
Just ice.
Yeah, 50%.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give it some time before I leave. And I did appear. But I did, but I didn't. Yeah. People say that we're not out here doing nothing. I'm doing something. I'm putting my fucking foot down. You can't come onto our people's land and tell us what the fuck to do. And let me stop cussing. The guy comes in there and says, oh, it's just a citation, then why am I being treated like this? My car. If I don't want to register my car, I don't have to. It's mine. You don't need to know what I have. It's mine. I'm not causing no harm to anyone. What he say? I'm contaminating the jury, and then when I walked by, there was a room full of people. And none looked like me from what I saw. He says I'm contaminating the jury. A jury for what? For an expired registration? I don't know these people. Could be a bunch of robots or something. They might even be real. I don't have to ask if I'm being detained. Because I'm not being detained for what? I haven't committed anything unlawful. It's like me asking him, Can I go? I can go when I want to go. I came down here to be kind and ask them why they continuously using my common law trademark on pieces of mail, on my email. My name is copy lawed trademark. I'm giving you a cease and desist. And I go to the cops. And they got them rolling big. This is nothing criminal. It's just crazy. If I end this quick, I'm ending this so I can keep the video. Or it might be a shift change because they look like they're going in. Yeah, shift change. It says I'm unable to verify. I'm dragging the piece. Hey, I'm in the live. It's like a set video. Hi. Oh, you're talking to him.
How's it going so far?
Okay. Let me verify. So that was a shift change. No, I got it on my phone. I got it on TikTok records. Because if I'm gonna request it, they're not gonna give it to me. They're gonna find some reason not to, even though I have the right to have it. I can't trust my enemy to do right by me. I gotta do stuff for myself. These people don't have our best interest at heart. They came over here and stole our land, unalived a bunch of us, and still doing it. I will not. I don't trust these people for nothing. You can't teach my child. You can't do none of that. And I hope someone's screen recording this. It'll be greatly appreciated. So this is for everybody out here that says that American Indians ain't moving and we ain't doing nothing. We're doing stuff. Just being on here alone is enough. We're all waking up. These people came over here unlawfully and put their rules on us. You can't do that. Don't I have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? I'm not happy right now. Then you're going to sit there and try to put some authority over me and tell me I need to go back in that room. Go back to my room. That ain't my room. Oh, the wind is drowning it out. Y'all can get in the box if y'all want. Come keep me some company. I got 60% on this phone. I'm good. I'm gonna wait some minutes to hopefully get their mind off of me, and then I'm gonna burn off. It's like, how can you sit here and oppose? Damn it, it is windy, huh? How can you sit here and oppose your legalese on me? This is a land of law, natural law, universal law. Now, I won't even say universal law, just natural law. Wise one, come up here and talk to me. Trying to tell me I gotta stay in there. If I stay in there, that means I give you the right to be unlawful with me. In a real situation, we wouldn't stay in a situation like that if they didn't put that fear in us that we're going to get arrested. If I get arrested, I get arrested. They can't keep me in there forever. And then, in best belief, if I get arrested, they're getting sued. I'm not broke. My parents ain't broke. If I got a bond out or whatever, I will. But, I mean, I did nothing wrong. You can't hold me in contempt of court because I did not step into the court. I appeared. The camera saw me. They saw me. The judge refused to get up. That's not my problem. She's a rude host. You invited me here. I came here on my own, deciding to, while I was here, to tell you to stop using my common law trademark on shit before I sue your ass. Because in the state of Texas, there's no paperwork. There's no price for a common law trademark. It's only good in Texas, as long as no one else is using it. So my name is my common law trademark. So I came here to tell you stop it. But I'm getting yelled at. Your host is rude. She won't even come introduce herself.
So how was court today? You got to sit and wait to go back in?
Sit and wait where?
I mean, are you done for the day?
I'm done for the day, but I know my registration's out, and I know if they see me pull away, they're probably gonna pull me over. So I'm sitting out, waiting a minute, maybe let them get court going, whatever they're doing, because when I went in there, the man started yelling at me because first he comes up to me and he's asking me my name and stuff like that, and I don't know you. I don't have my parents told me not to talk to strangers. Shit, I don't have to tell you nothing.
And so they asked you your name in the courtroom. Did they ask you your
No,
name?
no, it was they had me sitting in another room.
Oh, okay. So you
I
didn't.
never went into the courtroom.
Oh, you never went in.
I went into their court building, but I never stepped into the courtroom.
Oh, so you didn't appear.
I did appear. When they look at the camera, they'll see that I was on camera. I appeared. I sat in the room. I sat in there for a good hour. The police officer or their kidnapper, I guess, the person who does the kidnapping, came in and he was hostile for no reason. And I'm asking you why, because, I mean, if it's a jury of my peers are on TikTok. These people aren't my peers. I don't know them.
So you wanted the Indians to be present today. Let me ask you this. Did you turn all your stuff in, your registration? Did you denounce all that stuff?
Why would I have a turn register? First of all, the car's not even in my name. It's in my mom's name.
Okay, so you don't have a contract with DMV at all, even with a license?
I mean, I do have a driver's license, but
Right, so under that contract, you have to drive with registration that's up to
no,
date.
but I have a trademark on my name, so they shouldn't even put my name on anything. I don't have a contract with them. Then that's not my registration. That's my mama's registration.
Yeah, I don't know, because I know when people do all this, I don't do all this sort of shit, so all I
I'm
know
not playing with them.
all I know
They
is
try
the
to tell me. Listen, they try to tell me I couldn't leave, and I end up leaving. And knock on wood, let me go hug a tree. They didn't came after me. They didn't send the people out. I appeared in this building. And then they told me I didn't have to appear in the building. Or they told me I didn't have to go in the courtroom. Just go by the door. I'm going by the door. If the bitch want to talk to me, she can come talk to me.
Oh damn! Well, I'm glad you're good. Let me know how it play out. I was curious.
Yeah, I'm not doing it their way. This is a contract. Well, sue me then. Sue me. Sue me. If it's a contract and I broke the contract, sue me. Contracts don't put people in jail. They get sued. And I'll sue you because you've been dipping in my money.
Yeah, your trust fund money, correct? You can go put a lien on their bond.
Yeah, tell me how to do that.
Shit, I don't know. All I know is people do it. They put liens on their bonds. The people who know the paperwork. I don't know, cause I don't fuck with the system. I stay the fuck up out of it, cause I don't fully understand all the different loops and holes and shit you gotta go through. And I ain't finna be sitting in nobody motherfucking jail.
I mean, like he really expected me to after you're a man with a gun, a white T man. Like I said, after the history that you taught us and what people that look like you did to my people, you're over here yelling at me over an expired registration, and I've done nothing to you and asked you repeatedly, why are you yelling at me? And you continue to do it. You want me to step in a room full of people I don't know, and you said there's other people in there, which is the jury of my peers, I guess, of your peers. His peers, and you want me to step into a room of people that don't look like me and expect good out of it when you haven't even put your best face forward at the beginning?
I don't know, but if they had you a court date today and they had a jury of your peers today, that means they already have established jurisdiction over you. So I don't know what
No, there wasn't no jury. I guess I was tainting the jury pool or something, they said. They don't have jurisdiction over me. They didn't even have my name in all caps.
But you
And how they got jurisdiction? Where's the state of Texas at? Because that's who does. This is Flower Mound. This is a town of Flower Mound.
I mean, it sounds like you know what you're talking about, but it's just steps to this shit. It's rules to this shit. And you gotta make sure you following all the rules and the procedures.
I don't
or
have to
you're gonna
follow their
come
rules
to
if I'm
this.
not if I never was in their system.
No, I'm talking about the system rules. There's a
What
way to
system? I
get
was never
out.
in their. I'm not in their system. This is my people's land. You could come in here and think you tricked me. You might have tricked me, but I woken up and this is my land. I don't have to fall for your bullshit. I don't. I don't have to play your rules. If I broke a contract, sue me. I'm not harming no one. Me driving down the street with my registration expired for the last 3 years. 3 years.
Well, you
This ain't
haven't
a
committed a
month,
crime. You didn't
huh?
commit a crime. I can prove that you haven't committed a crime.
Yeah, I have not committed a crime. This don't hurt nobody. I'm not hurting nobody's property or nobody's persons or self or whatever you want to call it. All I know is this is my people's land, and you don't tell me what to do. You asking me to come to court, well, I'm refusing then, and you need to see why, because I might have entertained it earlier, but you yelling at me for nothing over an expired registration, then dang, that ain't nothing. And you're getting angry and got your blood pressure up over nothing, then I could just imagine if maybe I call you a name, what you would do to me.
Take your power. I don't know if you just getting on the scene or you just want to talk, but I told her from the jump, I don't know what the fuck she supposed to do. So I don't know if you just getting here or what, but please stop, because I got a registration. My shit is up to date. My license.
Yeah, but why are you playing in their system though?
Shit, because I don't know how to get out their system, and until I get out their system, ain't
Get out
nobody
the
coming to
system
my
and stop
house.
participating.
Yeah, when I stop
And once we all stop participating, then there is no system. They need people to
right, that's
participate
easier
to
said
have a
than done,
system.
but it's shit it's steps that you gotta go through. It's rules to this shit.
I know that their rules, not my rules. This is my land.
You gotta
Fuck their rules.
If you sign them papers and your
I signed no papers.
you gotta get your way out of it.
They need to sue me then. Sue me. That's how you handle a broken contract. It's suing people, not by putting them in jail.
L Nature, come up to the panel and tell her how to disconnect. Step by step.
Hey, Goddess.
Hey.
I want you to know that you're going to be all right, and I'm glad that you're standing your ground. What I said to you, wise one, is you were telling her to, get out the system. So I asked you, how do you get out the system? You're telling her to get out the system.
That's what she was saying. I asked her, does she have a license? So I don't know if that's your wing in the background.
I mean, if they can take my license at any time, they can take this shit back now.
But I didn't tell her nothing. I was asking questions.
So I'm like this with the license. If at any time they can suspend my license and take my license, then at any time I should be able to give it back. And I gave it back. And I'm traveling on my own land.
Well, take your power back, might know. Do you know the steps of taking your power back?
He's trying to be funny, but I asked you because you're a moron, right?
Asking, like, do you know the steps?
No, you said at first you said to her that you're not in the system. You don't deal with that. So I asked you, how do you get out the system?
I'm not in no system with